UnWind with us. Welcome to the show. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Well, Nikki, it's been a terrific week for the World Series winners, the Los Angeles Dodgers. So what did you think about the series, and what did you think about the Game 7?
Well, I love that they pulled it out, and it was actually more exciting than I thought it would be.
Yeah, thanks to Rojas.
Yeah, can't forget about Rojas.
And
Don't forget about Mookie.
Mookie, and the one that tied them up and sent them into extra innings, Will Smith.
Oh, how could I forget about Will Smith? That's right. He got the game-winning
hits.
Yeah,
The home run.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he's the one that sent them into extra innings. That got them the runs in the ninth inning to tie the game up, and then they went into extra innings, and then they pulled it off with that final home run in the I think it was the 11th inning.
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, it was very interesting.
It was.
Toronto Blue Jays.
That was an awesome game.
Lost 5-4
in Canada.
In Canada. So, like I say, it was very, very, very spectacular game. I enjoyed it. It's probably the most baseball I've watched in a good little while.
It is.
And I'm going to say this. We're going to watch a little bit more baseball next year.
Agreed.
Maybe some of the series when they have because sometimes they have like a weekend series or something like that, or or in the division. Mostly, in the past I've went for like the Florida teams, but definitely going to be watching a little bit more baseball next year.
Well, in baseball, I kind of go with the Yankees just because of the history and everything of the team. But also, bringing it back to current, the Dodgers, because they have some players that are just phenomenal that I follow. And in fact, Mookie Betts, I've been following him since he was with the Red Sox. So,
well, I'm down with that. We got some players that we're gonna follow, and hopefully they come back. The Dodgers does have the highest payroll in baseball.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was one of our stories that
okay.
I think I'll just go ahead and mention it. So after they won the game, a lot of the fans were chiming in saying that the baseball needs to have a salary cap so that you can't load all these players on one team, because like I say, matter of fact, they said Shohei's salary. Shohei Ohtani's salary is mortgaged way off into the future. They're gonna be paying him for a long time, almost 10 years.
But he's worth it because he's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Although he's the one that left. He's the one that, I mean, granted, they said too, he shouldn't have pitched in Game 7. He shouldn't have pitched.
Yeah.
He didn't get enough rest.
Yeah.
And they say he shouldn't have pitched, and it showed. And the MVP, Yamamoto. Oh, he did his thing.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
He did.
Yeah, buddy, I enjoyed watching him pitch.
But they didn't play him the whole game.
No, they didn't. He was the closer.
Early on, we didn't see him.
Yeah, he's basically their closer.
Right.
As far as what I understand, because I think they say he has 8 different pitches.
Okay.
So he's the one they want to bring in when they want to seal the deal. So, and he did, and like I say, he got the MVP what's the thing? The award trophy. He got the most valuable player for the playoffs, which he rightfully deserved because nobody was hitting on him.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Exactly.
Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the game, and I usually always tune into the World Series, or at least the that Game 7 of the World Series, and some of the lower brackets I don't watch, but I think next year we're gonna do a full ride.
Agreed.
Cover the baseball a little bit more closely than I did this year. All right. Yeah, because they play, guessing they play, was 170 games, maybe 172 games?
I don't want to guess.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the thing.
Okay.
It's about 172 games.
Okay. I know it's a lot. They have the longest season.
172 or something like that. Well, yeah, it's got to be 72. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right. Well, let's see what we got. Some more here. Got some more stories here for the World Series. They came back with the World Series takeaways.
Okay.
So the World Series Game 7 takeaways. Dodgers rally for epic win over Blue Jays. Game 7 of the 2025 World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers lived up to the hype in every way possible, and then some, needing extra innings to decide the winner between the two evenly matched teams. Will Smith blasted a 2-out homer off Toronto's Shane Bieber in the 11th inning to give the Dodgers a 5-4 comeback win and secure the franchise's second consecutive World Series title and third championship this decade. Toronto was two outs away from winning the Fall Classic when Miguel Rojas hit a solo homer to knot the game up at 4 in the 9th inning and eventually sending it into extra innings. In all, Los Angeles hit 3 home runs to power them to the title. The Blue Jays had a big homer of their own earlier in the game when Bo Bichette blasted a 3-run homer off Shohei Ohtani in the 3rd inning. However, Toronto's offense wouldn't be able to take advantage of many opportunities outside of that. And like we said previously, Ohtani was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he probably, matter of fact, they have a picture of him in the the bullpen, and he was asleep.
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember they said after that game that went for 18 innings that like Shohei likes to get his sleep, so that really took a lot out of him.
Yeah. So because they pretty much on that 3rd game they played 2 games.
Right.
So you really can say the World Series went to 8 games.
Yeah, technically.
Okay, what else we got here? We got this was a good one here. Los Angeles Dodgers star Kike Hernandez trolls Drake during World Series parade. October's very own, as he got up to the podium. So let me read the story here. As if losing a gut-wrenching Game 7 weren't bad enough for Drake and the Toronto Blue Jays, the hits keep coming. During the Los Angeles Dodgers World Series parade on Monday, outfielder Kike Hernandez had some fun at Drake's expense and took a playful shot at Drizzy. When addressing the Dodgers Stadium crowd on the mic, "It's October very own," he said, which felt as if he was ripping a WWE promo. Hernandez later made a witty reference to lyrics from Drake's and Future's 2015 hits, Big Rings. This really big team that has a lot of really big rings, he said.
Wow.
So, like I said,
Drake is just catching L's left and right.
Yes, stay tuned, because if this is the left, the right's coming up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next story in regards to, I think this is our final story on the World Series. parade. Shohei Ohtani's wife draws attention days after Dodgers World Series win. So, let's see, where did we get her? Basically, she hung out at the World Series with the other women or wives of the other players, and it took center stage while the game was going on. A fan had a sign that said, "Ohtani, marry my mom," and her and the wives that were in the wives section, they all saw it, and they just they kind of ragged her a little bit, but she took it all in good spirit.
Oh, wow.
As they were pointing to the sign where the fan had saying that wanting Ohtani wife, like I say, she basically just showed them having a good time.
Okay.
Apple should give Miko the 17 Pro Max a supportive joke on Instagram as 6 followers remarked, "Ohtani's wife is running the show. He's listening to her." Miko doing her best to record Shohani so cute and so extra. So basically, during the parade, she had her iPhone and she was taking selfies with Ohtani, and but she is so short.
Okay.
Yeah, she is so short, so he had to squinch down so that she could hold the phone up over his head and take the picture.
Well, we do the same when we take selfies.
Yeah, okay. Yes, because we're about the same height.
I'm height challenged.
Yes, that's true. So yeah, the sign said, Shohei Ohtani, marry my mom.
Oh my goodness.
So they saw that during the parade. And shows her laughing at a fan sign and reading it. Viewers loved her candid reaction with many jokes about the signs as well as joining in on the laughter.
All right.
And they said Freddie Freeman's wife, Chelsea Freeman's done in costume Dodger outfit on Halloween. I guess that was another caption. Sorry. That's funny though. They dressing up as their husbands on Halloween. That's pretty cute, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's another series of games that's going on. Can you guess what those are? Okay, I'm sorry.
Are we talking
NFL? NFL, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you said series. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So, they're like in the 9th week.
Sure.
Yeah. He said sure. Well, on All Hallows Eve, Lamar Jackson and those Ravens took on those Dolphins. Okay, so Lamar Jackson torched Miami with 4 TDs, passing in return from injury as Ravens routed Dolphins 28-6.
Oh, wow.
So he said, "I'm back." Boo.
Oh, my goodness.
Your GM gets fired in the morning. And that's what happened. And the coach did survive because they said he was on the chopping block as well.
I bet.
So now we go to Sunday, November 2nd. The Bears outlasted the Bengals for a wild 47-42 win on Williams' TD pass to Loveland in final minutes. This game literally went back and forth, and at one point I thought the Bengals were going to win, and like I say, in the final minutes of the game, Chicago got the ball back, and they marched down the field and scored the game-winning touchdown. But this game went back and forth. Of course, you know Joe Flacco is at the Bengals now.
Okay.
Yeah, you know he torched the Steelers about a little way back there. But anyway,
oh, you just had to really. Wow.
Well, I got good news. Okay. So, but
Not the point.
he scored. He went from 31 to 47 with 470 yards with 4 TDs.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like crazy. Hold on here. What did Caleb do? Let's get over to Caleb. Caleb did. Caleb Williams. He was 20 for 34 for 280 yards.
Okay.
They did, and then they had 283 yards on the ground. So the Bears did very well also. But Cincinnati did majority of their passing, of course, was in the air with the Flacco did 470, and their rushing yards was only 46. So Bears had a more balanced game.
Okay. So, just to be clear, the Bears actually won, right?
Yes, the Bears won.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, and the Bears won 47 to 42.
All right.
Yeah. So they both quarterbacks got 4 TDs.
Okay.
All right. Next on the docket was these Vikings and the Lions. So J.J. McCarthy throws for 2 TDs and runs for a score in his return as Vikings beats Lions 27 to 24.
All right.
All right. Next we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Green Bay Packers. Rico Dowell's big day as Ryan Fitzgerald big kick gives Panthers a 16 to 13 win over the Packers.
Oh,
yeah, Green Bay lost.
I just don't like the Panthers.
You don't like the Panthers?
Nope.
They won. Why you don't like the Panthers?
Just don't.
What's the story? What's the story? You know, no, they just don't like them. Okay. All right. Well, moving on. Those Chargers versus the Tennessee Titans. Justin Herbert shakes off a pick six as the Chargers beat Skidding Titans.
The Chargers, that's LA, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they Skidding Titans 27 to 20. A pick six on the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, that was like the beginning of the game, and he threw a pick six, and it was like, oh crap. So they went down, and of course the Titans came back and scored again. So they went down like it was like 14-7 or something like in the first quarter. So it's like, yeah, they went back and forth, and then of course the Chargers pulled it out in the end.
Now I still don't understand what a pick six is.
That's when you intercept the ball and run it back in for a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
So it's the pick is the interception, and then the six is like say because you score 6 points when you run it in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because it still wasn't making sense until you said that.
Okay.
Carry on.
Actually, we'll talk about sense later too. I love these little previews. All right. Well, what's to come? All right. Next on the docket, we had those Patriots versus those Atlantic Falcons. And the Patriots hang on to beat the Falcons 24-23 after a late extra point missed by Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been having trouble with their kicker, and it came in to bite them because otherwise the game would have been tied. All right, so good on the Patriots. Which they're 7-2. Everybody's like, whoa.
Okay.
They're 7-2, and they're
I didn't know that.
they're 3-2 in their I guess in their division or 3-2 at home.
They trying to play like Belichick still coaching.
Yeah, with Belichick. Well, actually, the guy that's their coach now used to work under Belichick.
All right.
Yeah, he left, and then when Belichick left, he came back.
Okay. Sounds like a story's there.
The 49ers versus the Giants. Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers run all over the Giants on the way to winning. 34-24.
Okay.
Yeah, it says Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson Jr. kept getting the ball and carving through the defense, carving them up like they're getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. It said between the two, they got 170 yards. Let's see, somebody's got 106 on the ground on his 28 carries and 67 receiving. Oh, so he did that by himself. That's McCaffrey by himself.
Oh, wow.
170 yards total.
Dang.
And the fans was chanting CMC after he got into the end zone past the midway point of the fourth quarter. And then they want to talk about the Giants. It was the Giants. Yeah, they said it was real bad. They were real
not
bad.
doing good at all.
Yep, they were real bad. Yeah, I had a story about they were interviewing Russell Wilson about what he's doing since he's been benched.
That's right, he is with the Giants. I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, so he's benched, and they were talking about what he was doing in his spare time, and it was really about nothing. He's attending fashion shows and stuff like that. It was like, nothing football related.
Oh, yeah, because Rihanna just got honored for something.
Was it Rihanna or was it
not? Oh,
wrong
pop star.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky just got an award.
Oh, please forgive me, ladies.
I know you ain't talking about Sierra.
Wrong pop star, wrong football dude. My apologies.
You all over the place because A$AP Rocky is not a football player.
Damn. Okay, let's just we'll
edit that out.
Probably not, but yeah. My apologies.
All right, let's go on to the next game. This is a tough one because actually it was a good one for you.
Okay.
As you remember, I was talking about the Colts last week. They were 7-1. They were the best team in the NFL. They were leading the AFC. Well, they ran into that steel curtain. Yes, sir. Embattled Steelers defense for 6 turnovers as Pittsburgh topped AFC leading Indianapolis Colts 27-20.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I know those turtle towels were going crazy.
Yes, the towels were going crazy. Since you had your back to the game at one point, I had to point out that the towels were waving.
Yes.
I'm like, because we did watch the whole game.
Yep.
Or at least I did. Yeah, it was real funny. Yes, your boy, the one that you don't like, he played well. He had...
Aaron showed up and did this job.
27 for 35, 203 yards, and he had 1 TD.
All right.
Your boy kicked his field goals.
Boswell.
The
last killer bee.
Let's see what we got here.
Boswell always comes through.
Yep. He had 2 field goals, so he got a total of 6 points and 3 extra points. So he had scored a total of 3 touchdowns in the game.
All right.
So he got, and it's funny, he scored 9 points in total. Well,
yeah.
no, wait a minute. Hold on. That's going to be right. That'd be
2 field goals and 3 extra points.
That should have been 11 points.
I don't.
Am I right? 3 field goals is 9 points. They're 3 points each.
You're right.
And then two field goals.
Was it?
But they
It
said
was 3 field goals.
it's 2 field goals. That's 2 points.
No, 2 field goals.
2 field goals.
That's 6.
Oh, it's 6 points. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm like.
Okay, now I got it backwards. You're right. It was 2 field goals and 3 extra points. That's where they get 9 from. As long as it was 46 yards.
See, you almost got us sounding like a Who's on First sketch. Okay, I know that showed my age, but those who get it, get it.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, TJ Watt showed up real good. Jalen Ramsey showed up real good. Joey Porter Jr., he was the star. And Peyton Wilson, he really showed up to as far as the defense, since they discombobulated Daniel Jones.
All right.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he got 3 interceptions, so they were just coming up after him. But he had 31 attempts to. He had 31 completions out of 50 attempts, 342 yards in the loss. So he's put up some winning numbers, but you can't recover from 3 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
So again, the Pittsburgh Steelers 27 over the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes.
All right, next on the docket.
And I don't think they were wearing those hideous uniforms.
No, they were wearing their regular uniforms in this game.
Because I still don't know what that was.
The Broncos were versus the Texans. So Broncos rallied to beat Texans 18-15 with last second field goal. Bo Nix knows Sunday's wins over the Houston Texans wasn't pretty.
Okay.
It was petty and pretty. And petty.
Stop.
Next on the docket, those Jaguars, that rest did them some good.
Okay.
Because the Jaguars beat the Raiders 30-29. We watched this game in its entirety as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Trevor Lawrence scored in OT, and Jags Davon Hamilton denies Raiders 2-point try for the 30-29 win.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. They Jags rallied back and sent it into overtime, and then they won. Then they went down and scored on the opening drive touchdown. So that was very impressive. I have to take back what I said about Trevor Lawrence, but just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But he earned his keep.
Yeah, he earned it on this day, especially since he doesn't have his two-way player, Travis Hunter, who's out on IR. Yeah, he's out on IR, so he can't come back for 4 games.
Yeah.
So we'll see him. Basically, just as a little side note, teams sometimes do that with their best players. And basically, he went out with an injury for 4 weeks. He's going to be, basically, they're going to be learning trick plays and stuff. You watch when they come back. He's going to be doing trick plays and stuff on offense and all this stuff he's learning in these 4 weeks that they need time for him to. The people ain't going to be prepared for it. That's the reason why he's been playing defense most of the time. And he really ain't been really put production in the offense. Mm-hmm. You watch. When he come back, all that's going to change. All right, let's go on to the next. The Rams. I'm going to say the way they say the Rams routed the Saints 34-10.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Rams rolled over the Saints.
Yeah.
34-10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Saints 1-8.
Ooh.
All right.
Doing about as bad as the Giants.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what is the Giants' record? They're 2-7, so actually, Giants got a better record than the Saints. Yeah. All right. Next on the docket, those old controversial ones, the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And the Bills were victorious as Allen has 3 TDs. And Bills used a sturdy defense to top Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Okay.
Again, 28-21.
All
All right. And the final Sunday night game is Seahawks versus the Commanders. Yeah, we didn't watch that. We just didn't even watch it. But the Seahawks routed. I'll use that word one more time again.
I'm really not liking that.
That word routed?
Yeah.
Oh, what was?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's fitting for this.
Okay, how about this one? Those Hawks just flew over those Commanders.
Seahawks.
Those, you know what? Why you didn't like the route? Now you're going to criticize me because I
they're
said the
not
Hawks.
Hawks.
Okay, the Seahawks flew over those Commanders and they dropped the bomb on them, and as a tune of 38-14.
All right.
All right, and then the final November 3rd Monday night game. Dallas Cowboys take on the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
You know who won that game?
Cardinals?
Yes. How'd you guess?
Because the Cowboys suck.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that to come out, but yes. The Cardinals, I guess they righted the ship, and they beat the Cowboys 27-17.
Okay. How did I guess? Seriously?
Oh, you are going to go against the Cowboys anyway.
I mean.
All right. Let's see if we got anything that's sports adjacent here. Charles Barkley. Apparently, Stephen A. Smith attended one of these football games on Monday night.
Wait. Okay, go on.
Yeah. So he was in, he was hanging out with Jerry Jones. And he had on that.
Of course he was. Wow. You know, we could just stop right there. But go on.
Apparently, Stephen A. had on a pink suit.
At the game?
At the game.
What? Why? At the game?
At the game.
You know, I know we're PG-13, but I'm gonna reference Big Daddy Kane right now. Anything goes when it comes to hoes because pimping ain't easy. He had on that pimp suit, that pink pimp suit.
Okay.
At the game? What were you thinking?
They say Stephen, and this is some of this, talking about Stephen A's dressing like it's Easter Sunday all year round. One fan reacted.
Come on, dude.
Talking about, now this is, let's see, can you see where this quote came from? On Wednesday, we wear pink.
I don't think I know that one.
From the original Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the memes.
Oh, man.
Not sure why he's wearing his Easter suit in November. Another fan wrote, agreeing with Barkley.
Right. I could see if it was still October, you know, he might be repping breast cancer, but yeah, not getting this one.
All right, well, I won't go any more in that. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, poor Stephen A. He made us laugh. Or at least he made Charles Barkley laugh. All right, next on the docket, let's see if we've got anything else in sports adjacent. Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Now, Myles Garrett he's one of the good players in the NFL. And he plays for those Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have decided Myles Garrett will star with the organization under any circumstances. Despite a recent show of frustration on the sideline with the trade deadline looming. Before the start of the 2025 NFL season, Garrett requested to be traded, and after a month, the 29-year-old made a U-turn, agreeing to a record contract extension with the Browns. Since then, he has languished with the franchise as Cleveland struggles this season. Well, basically, they gave him a paycheck, so he's like, okay, I'll stop my trade. But he gave a look like, why am I still here? I guess he can say he doing it for the money.
Of course. Money talks.
All right, let's see what else we got here. I think we're finna go into, if that's the last sports adjacent story. Now we going into some techie news, I want to say. Because this finna get ugly. You know, sometimes we talk about celebrity messiness. No, we finna get real ugly. First of all, YouTube. Yes, we're in the techie, gaming techie portion of the show. YouTube updates its policy on violent video game clips with rules that seem aimed at the incoming flood of GTA 6 videos. So basically what they're doing now is they're cracking down on, because as you know, Nikki, people stream their games on YouTube, and that's how they get their clicks and likes and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, they do it on Twitch and some of these other social media platforms. I was just about to
say that's why people go to Twitch.
Yeah, but they do it on YouTube as well.
I'm aware.
And so, being that, here, I'll read this here. In addition to our existing guidelines around graphic gaming content, we will age restrict any additional small subset of video games content featuring realistic human characters that focus on scenes of torture or scenes of mass violence against non-combatants. Did you get that?
Wow.
Violence against non-combatants.
The GTA characters do look real. It looks like you're watching a movie.
So they're saying, hey, yo, you show any of those realistic human scenes and your content will be stricken down or your channel could be canceled.
That's crazy,
so
though.
Be very, very careful what you show. Or get away with showing. Because it's going to come back to bite you in the you-know-what and the New York weird. All right. Let's keep it on with that YouTube. Because now this is really the messy part here. YouTube TV flexes muscles again in a showdown with Disney. So basically, YouTube saying we have a big platform and Disney, you're not going to push us around. Well, Disney say, excuse us, well, hold up. We got 20 channels on your YouTube TV. And they literally turned the lights out so you couldn't even watch the World Series on YouTube TV.
Which is crazy because as much as people pay for their YouTube TV, yeah, that's like a huge loss, for subscribers. Like people say, Disney is just being bullies at this point.
Well, the contract was about to expire. That's what they do. They want some more money.
Because they're trying to make their money back from that boycott. Oh, did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. Carry on.
Well, they know because you got to figure it's a game of chess, of course, with any of these companies. Because you got to figure Disney has ABC, ESPN, FX, and like I say, 17 other channels. Your Disney channels, 10 million subscribers. Now, here's the other part about it. Google says for a limited time, of course, they did say that for a limited time, that they will be giving the people a $20 credit on their subscription for for like I said, limited time. $20 credit because Disney is not on the platform, so until they finish their renegotiation. But yeah, you got to figure Disney showed them they shut it down, and so you got to figure that with all the sports, the Fox, the Disney, the ESPN, all those channels, nothing. So they lost it. So we're gonna see how this rolls out. But as of right now, those channels are not on, and Disney said, "Hey, we want more money for you to air our shows."
Of course they did, but it's really just hurting the consumers, the subscribers. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out as far as like, is YouTube going to be able to compensate the subscribers, or will they, lower the price any? Or because I see a lot of people canceling.
Well, yeah, you got to figure, because like I said, the main thing you're looking at with ESPN now, see, just on, we had YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm.
You had all the ESPNs, and you had all their sub sports channels to where it be the cop. Because you got to remember, not only are they losing the World Series, they're losing all their college games, their college football, college basketball.
Is huge.
They're losing all the NFL, NBA. So they're losing, literally
all the things,
right? Like you're saying, because and then you're talking about now I'm going to have to pay to go either to Disney or ESPN bundle to get my sports and my TV shows and stuff like that. Yeah, so YouTube flexing their muscles, but Disney's, from what I see, Disney's winning. All right, got some good techie news here. So Crunchyroll, who is owned by Sony, is partnered with Luminopia. I don't know. Do you know how to say that name?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, well, anyway, this company called Luminopia. I'm gonna say that sounds more accurate.
Let's look up. What is? You said Crunchyroll? Because I thought you were talking about granola.
What?
I don't know what this is.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, my God. Crunchyroll is the anime channel.
I knew that.
I apologize to my listeners out there.
Oh, they didn't know either. But carry on.
Wow. Okay.
All right, back on track. Crunchyroll.
Yeah. See, now you got the people name. Got the people name right now. I'm not repeating it, so good on you. Anyway,
Crunchyroll versus Illuminati.
No. No. They're collaborating with Crunchyroll.
Oh, got it.
Okay. So they're continuing to building its extensive content library for pediatric lazy eye patients.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Go on.
Okay, so this company, I'm going to try it one more time. Luminopia Inc., a digital health company pioneering a new class of treatment for neurovisual disorder, today announced a collaboration with Crunchyroll, the global brand fueling anime fandom. The collaboration will bring beloved anime content to Luminopia's platform, diversifying and expanding its content options for children with amblyopia, a lazy eye, using lumpinopia. By partnering with Crunchyroll, God, why they got that name here so freaking much? Lumpinopia is offering even more TV episodes that resonate with young audiences and providing kids with the option to watch a wider variety of content as treatment. Do you know how they treat the people's eyes?
To my knowledge, I think they like have them wear an eye patch until it like catches up with the other eyes. In layman's terms, don't quote me on that, but I think that's
okay. So basically,
what they have them walking around like Jack Sparrow for a little while until the other eye, decides to get up and accomplish something and not be so lazy.
Oh wow! Can you even say that? Okay, I apologize. I'm not going to give you over to making any more definitions.
What you asked?
I know. I thought you.
I'm informing the people.
Yes. Okay. The correct terminology is they do wear a patch over the good.
I told you.
Okay, over the good eye.
Oh, not over. Oh, that's right. Because the lazy eye has to be. Okay, my bad. Light bulb. Go on.
Alexa, all lights on. Sheesh.
Okay.
I hope you can see now. The errors of your way. All right. The FDA clearing therapy that allows pediatric patients to watch TV within a VR headset for 1 hour a day, 6 days a week as treatment.
Now, question.
Okay, go ahead.
Did they say why specifically anime? Like, is it something with the anime, or can they watch anything? Just curious about that. Because what if I don't like anime? Is my eye gonna, never get out of bed?
Why do you know what?
Okay, last one. I'm just saying,
Okay. Apparently, now it may work with other programs. It all depends on the kids. But apparently, the kids took a liking to watching the anime.
Okay.
And so they would, by focusing on watching the anime with their good eye covered, that forces the lazy eye, as you would call it, would focus and watch the anime, and therefore they would be using that muscle to move and strengthen the eye.
Right.
Says our mission has always been to transform lazy eye treatment into something children actually are excited about, says Scott Zao, co-founder and CEO of Lumpinipopi, whatever. By bringing anime content from Crunchyroll catalog into our library, we're giving patients more shows to choose from, with the goals of making therapy as engaging as possible for every single child. So they do have other programs in there. They've also partnered with Nickelodeon, PBS Kids, and Sesame Street.
Pretty cool. So if the baby want to watch Bluey or something like that, okay.
They've also partnered with Pokemon to bring hundreds of episodes of the original animated series to its platform.
That's what's up.
So, yes. All right. On to the next. This is one that you would find very intriguing. I thought I was going to get more tech stuff here, so here we going on. New Tesla phone isn't the real deal? Is Elon Musk Tesla Inc. launching a phone? So the answer is yes. Today, Tesla officially unveiled their Pi phone, or the nickname, the Model Pi. And so at one point, Elon Musk was going to cancel or forbid anyone for having a iPhone, because remember he fell out with Apple for some reason, and he said that he can make a better phone, and he's made his phone. It was unveiled and released. It's basically around $800. It doesn't require normal. I mean, I'm sure you probably could power it, but it is solar powered, and it does not connect to a network. Instead, it connects to his Starlink satellites. So this phone can be used anywhere in the world, and it can be charged up by the sun. I'm hoping I don't get ragged here, but one of the drawbacks that
here it comes. The other shoe is about to drop, folks. You know how they say in a drug commercial, it helps cure this and cure that, and it's good for this. Ask your doctor or prescriber about this medication. But wait, here's the side effects. Go on, Marcus.
Okay, remember the Neuralink technology?
And there it is, folks.
So Elon says if you decide to get his little chip planted into your brain, you'll be able to use the phone
and bounce off any satellite in the flippin' world. And he's gonna collect all of this data from your brain.
Oh my God. So you could fix your Tesla or drive your Tesla without this little chip.
All by using your brain like an X-Men.
And he also said that if they were able to leave Earth, that the phone would still work even on Mars.
Like I said, the side effects.
Okay. All right. So, if you're very interested in the new Pi phone from Tesla, the Tesla Pi phone.
First of all, that name is just giving me the ick.
Well, it's Pi like the...
No, I get it.
Yeah, the...
3.14, yeah.
Okay.
No, I get it. It's just, yeah.
Well, if that's really impressing you, GM said I'm not going to be outdone. So, as you know, GM has the electric cars out now. So in those electric cars, they've deactivated Apple CarPlay and Android CarPlay.
Right. So this is basically a follow-up from what we talked about.
Yeah, this basically if we follow. I got the deets.
Okay.
The details.
All right.
So General Motors first announced it would phase out Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support from its electric vehicle lineup in 2023. The popular Chevy Equinox was the first EV that was the first casualty. So you have to use, now it's called Android Automotive OS, infotainment system with Google built in instead. The move was unpopular, to put it mildly, with concerns ranging from data privacy to setting up a whole new ecosystem of apps, not to mentioning the price, $9.99 or $14.99 monthly subscription to stream music, for example, once the initial 3 years of bundles free access expires. So they're going to give you at least 3 years where you don't have to pay for it. After that, it's $9.99 or $14.99. I don't know what the difference is in the levels.
Side effects.
And says that it's going to... now, what they're going to do is, for right now, they're going to as the new electric vehicles roll out, then that's of course what they're going to have, the Android Auto OS, and then the gas-powered cars will continue until they start introducing more cars. But by 2028, all cars that are rolled out by GM will have their Android operating system in there. So get ready for another subscription bill.
Sure.
All right, let's move on to the next. What we got here? Let's see what else is happening in techie news here. Well, let's go with this one first.
Okay.
Spotify.
Oh, yes.
Spotify is being sued for fake streamings. Lawsuit claims bots inflated Drake's 37 billion plays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, a person sued. Now, I don't have the names right here. It is part of another story, but basically, a artist who's actually a cousin to Snoop Dogg is one of the people leading the class action suit against Spotify. So what it is they have the proof. So this is nothing that it's not unfounded. They have proof. They've actually did the research. They've tracked down IP addresses from where the streams were originating from, and they tracked them back to what's known as bot farms.
That's crazy.
So what it is they have a room full of telephones or computers, and they have where the person would program what artists that they wanted it to inflate their numbers. So for instance, when Drake was doing his little deal, they had most of the bots or computers streaming his music. Actually, the little computer was streaming his music back in on repeat. So it's kind of like telling Alexa to play a song on repeat, and then she plays that song for for 1,000. She plays that song 1,000 times, so then that's 1,000 plays that goes to that artist.
Right.
So that's one way that they were in. But think about it: if you have 20 or 100 of those bots playing songs over and over on repeat,
right?
Sometimes they may have had hundreds or thousands doing the same thing, and they have one person in the room, and whoever was paying for it. On all these podcasts, we're doing the same thing, podcasts or music services, and they're inflating this number. So apparently Spotify was found guilty of this. Okay. And so the people have a class action suit to get some compensation, because with them streaming, was it 37 million?
I think more than that.
I had the number here. Go back here. 37 billion.
Right.
Ooh, good Lord.
Exactly.
So
billion would it be?
So, and Spotify was paying a percentage to Drake. So other artists their pool was lessened as the amount they were making, or weren't making anything at all, because they were paying that money to Drake because it shows that he had 37 billion plays on his whatever song it was. So he got the majority of the pot that the money's been pulled from on Spotify. So it's a double whammy. So now that Spotify is going to have to pay out, as of right now, it's right around $2 billion, allegedly $2 billion or more.
Where Drake just keep catching L's.
Yeah, he was one of the main. I mean, it was more artists than him, but
he was the main one.
He was the main one, and they said that's funny how that's basically what his lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar is basically the same thing. That's why even in his lawsuit, he says he knows how the numbers are inflated to
Mhm.
make. So
So
that
he just told on himself.
right. They said they was funny that why is he suing Universal Music Group for something that he did himself,
Right.
that got his songs popular and played everywhere around the world, and he's suing them for something that he did himself.
And then he has the nerve to appeal it. Like, he needs to just sit down somewhere.
Actually, that was going to be next on the docket, so I'll go ahead and go right into
All
it.
right. Let's segue.
Let's remove it up a little bit. All right, so it didn't move. All right, anyway, Drake files an appeal after court dismissing defamation lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us." So everybody was telling him he'd leave it alone. He's trying to.
At this point, he's dragging it.
Yeah, he's suing UMG for something he did himself. That's really why the lawsuit, because everybody's doing it right now. Now, hopefully, with his lawsuit and the lawsuit against Spotify, and that's the big thing. He's named in that lawsuit at Spotify because they followed his songs release. Matter of fact, the last couple of songs, they did do it over a period of time. Yeah, they did it over a period of time. I forgot what the dates were, but they did it over a period of time. So it wasn't like 1-2 weeks. They did it over. It was several months. That when his songs were all over the place, it was several months that when they followed these streams. So that's why I say anything you do over the internet is trackable.
Oh yeah.
And they talk to the point. Here, they went through VPN, so they even know they went through VPNs. Like, for instance, the music was the bots were like in Europe or somewhere, UK. Allegedly, they were in the UK, so they followed the VPNs, the URLs, all the streaming data. And they, because with VPN you can be anywhere,
right?
So they followed the. So that means even with a VPN, they still. Even though you could do some illegal stuff, you still can. They can still get your IP address,
right,
and follow back to the origination or where it's going or all that stuff. They can track you. Period. So, anyway, Lamar. So we're gonna see how that goes. Most likely, the lawsuit probably is going to be dismissed again, or whatever the case may be.
And then maybe Drake will sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Go cry in the car.
He gonna get in his Tesla. Well, actually, no. He has one of them specially made 3-axle trucks. Yeah, parked in front of his house, his mansion in Canada. All right, so let's put that up here. All right, next on the docket. Microsoft just can't get out of their own way. The term "stepping on a rake" comes to mind.
Okay.
So last week, specifically last Monday, the Amazon went down, caused their AWS system went down, caused an outage to banks, hospitals, phone companies,
lots of
hospitals,
states.
states everywhere. You name it, it affected it. Well, Microsoft says, and this happened this Monday, it's recovering after Azure outage took down 360, Xbox, and Starbucks.
Okay.
Other companies like Capital One, Alaska Airlines, basically the Minecraft servers, and a lot of these other servers, because some of these games actually have their own servers.
Right, Fortnite, Roblox,
matter of fact, Fortnite, they went down too.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it was a big mess, and so I'm like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, it's healthcare apps. I'm everything I'm reading here. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
Anything to do with Azure, even virus protection, everything. So there's no telling what all got affected. But anyway, they got it back to operating at 98%. But still, how do you let this happen when you just saw AWS go through this?
Right.
Yeah, that was the time where you say, hey, yo, we need to make sure we keep our stuff on point. So it's just crazy. So that was some news. Another thing that Microsoft is doing that people are not liking: Xbox PC Game Pass crackdown breaks families setup, wiping child saves files and disabling parental controls. Yes, for years, parents have been able to let their kids sign into Windows 11 with their own Microsoft account, while the parents with the active Game Pass subscription stayed signed into the Microsoft Store. The child would then use their own Xbox profile in the Xbox app. So basically what this would do, the setup meant that kids had proper screening time limits, content restriction, and activity reporting through Microsoft Family Safety.
Right, all good things.
Yeah. It also meant each child had their own saves, achievements, and identities in the games, which is how most families expect things to work on PC. A recent Xbox app and store update appears to have shut this down. Via Reddit, Windows, the Microsoft Store, and the Xbox app must now use the same account. If they do not match, PC Game Pass titles simply will not launch. So basically, if they're playing games on PC, if the kid had their own laptop or playing it on their tablets, now they got to sign into daddy or mommy's account, which has no parental restrictions, no time set up. So basically, parents got to say, okay, you're on your PC, you're on my account, be off in an hour, and the kid plays all night.
That's so stupid. Like, just backwards.
Yeah. And here's the thing about it, because Microsoft also had a plan where Xbox had a tier where it was going to be a family plan. So it's going to, they put it in testing where they were going to have a family plan where you could have up to 5 people in a family on one account. I don't know if they're going that way with it, but this is bad when you taking all the parental guidance away, and then that's one of the main things as far as them getting stuff approved. Make sure that you're able to protect the kids. This just removed all the protection,
and it's even worse because, as we know, there's already been an issue with predators targeting children on like Roblox and things like that. So taking away what little parental guidance and security they did have is just like, okay, is it open season on the kids now? Like, what are they doing?
I don't know. Sometimes they do stuff where it's not. It's like they put the cart before the horse. It's like, okay, we're gonna change our system to where we're making it more family friendly, but before we do that, let's get rid of what we got already in place before we get the new thing in place. And that's basically how they've been rolling here with many of their decisions, and which is causing them, whether it be Microsoft or Xbox themselves, it's just like they do stuff, and I know, like I say, we kind of keep PG-13, but they do stuff ass backwards. All right, let's move on to the next, because this is another company that's been around forever that's weighing in on all these layoffs and the reason why. And we have IBM CEO sits one-on-one with CNN, talks rate cuts, massive U.S. layoffs, and AI threats to jobs. So basically, he was saying that they're cutting interest rates and they're weakening the job market. and the round of recent layoffs as major companies and why CEOs are getting fed up with employee texting during meetings. Wow. So, and I can attest to this. I mean, I feel bad for all the people getting laid off, but yes, AI is eliminating a lot of jobs, and I got another story coming up that's going to hit that nail on the head. But anyway, AI, matter of fact, I'll just roll up into it. Amazon has said that they're gonna cut back their workforce, and they're going to eliminate, I think it was like 120,000 jobs, because they have replaced their workers with robots. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull that story up. But yeah, and he's basically the article goes on. You can if you can Google anywhere where it's showing that the job market is being weakened because of AI, introduction of AI, and now you're looking at. I mean, think about it now. This is happening in the real world now, and I say real world because the automotive business have cut workforce in favor of having these robots building these cars. So this has been going on for years and years. So now they're hitting the offices. They're these companies that are heavily input. And one person gave an analogy. When they made the first Mortal Kombat, it was 4 people. When they made Mortal Kombat 2, there was 5 people. When they made Mortal Kombat 3, there was 100 people.
Oh, wow.
So, as you know now, these games are costing $200 and $300 million. Well, a large portion of that is the people that are programming the game, the parts of the game. So, if they can go in and now get AI to replace those people, they don't have to pay that salary out because they're not paying the robot. The only thing they're paying is, and then the consumer is paying for the storage that they need to use to house these computers and AI programs and stuff to build these games. But companies like Amazon or Microsoft, they're getting richer, they're making more money, and
of course
they've cut their workforce, which is their biggest expense is people. So it says Amazon reported the third quarter revenue rose of 13% to 180.2 billion, exceeding analyst expectations of 177.8 billion. And how did they do it? Their AI system, artificial intelligence, was generated $10 billion in annual sales for the company. So, put that in layman's terms, it's just like what I've been getting. Hey, we got this suggestion for you, and we got it at a good price. That's all AI generated. And you go in and look at something. Well, they say, "Oh, he's looking at a pair of shoes." Well, let's in that same brand. So let's say if it's Nike or Adidas or whoever. Well, let's go and send them some suggestions of what we found for them. We found the same make, model, shoe, color. Hey, here's a suggestion for you. The shoe you were looking at a week ago, we got it now. It's 20% off. Why don't you take another look at it? And I get those types of suggestions almost 24/7. No matter what I'm looking at, whether it be tech, clothes, shoes, whatever.
Same.
And then what it'll do too is, oh hey, your vitamins, your multivitamins is about to run out. It's time to reorder. So, and that's all AI generated. So they're saying they're growing 140% year over year, and interaction is increasing 210%.
Oh wow!
Yeah, AI at Amazon.
That really sucks.
Yeah. And on top of it, they're eliminating jobs.
Well, that's the part that really sucks.
Yeah. They got the computers making money for them. The AI, the artificial intelligence, replacing the actual intelligence of a human. All right. Hey, Nikki, have you ever wondered why your cell phone is useless at a sporting event?
I have not, because I don't think I've used my phone at a sporting event, but go on.
Your phone is useless at a game and or concert, and it's not your imagination. It says, I can't tell you how many times I've been frustrated by the lack of mobile signal inside a stadium. I'll sit down in my seat at a NASCAR and see 3 or 4 bars of 5G signal, only to struggle to send a picture or pull up Google for a quick search. When I go to Delaware for a race, I know to set my fancy football lineup ahead of time because I'll have no chance after I arrive. I always thought that I couldn't use my smartphone because there were too many people in the same area. While that's a big part of the problem, it's more complicated than that. Those bars you see on your phone aren't an optical illusion. And while you may have a strong connection to the network, getting enough bandwidth is another story. It's there, it's just not for you. Here's what's happening. Your smartphone connection when you enter a stadium to watch your favorite team or enjoy a concert it's worth nothing. That the mast towers you may see in your town or off on a mountain isn't the only way to get a signal to your smartphone. Those microcells are designed to cover large areas with higher wattage to boost the signal. So, the small cells are often placed in stadiums to help with connectivity issues, but even if there's one at your next event, that doesn't mean the bandwidth is reserved for you. Carriers can prioritize traffic and segment chunks of bandwidth to support numerous stadium functions.
Okay.
So when you're in a stadium, they give priority to the coaches and their headsets, their tablets, their iPads if they have, not tabs, they don't have iPads, they have Surfaces. So they prioritize those. Basically, anybody on the field, the field, and the press boxes and the coaches boxes, because sometimes they have coaches that be up in the boxes. Right. So they and the review, the ref microphones and all that's getting priority signal, even though you're inside of a stadium. And in some cases, they do designate it, like some of these football stadiums now have 5Gs. Just for the people people have their cell phone. But yeah, if you're not on, let's say for instance, the bigger one was Verizon was talking about the stadiums around the NFL. But if you were on T-Mobile or AT&T, your service sucked because they didn't have a designated bandwidth for the people in the stadiums. Because everything in the stadiums was going to the field. So yeah, thought that was a little interesting fact you'd like to know about.
Oh, dang.
So if you're in a concert and everybody's got their phones up and they're trying, or if somebody's trying to go live, yeah, they probably know somebody.
Oh man.
Be streaming the concert live.
Well, as we know, a lot of people do it because we saw the Cowboy Carter tour basically on YouTube and TikTok.
Well,
from people's footage.
Yeah, well, some people upload their footage from their phones too. That's mainly what that was. Okay, let's see what we got going on next here. Here's another one here. It's kind of techie. Kendrick Lamar's might be able to add Lifesaver to his resume with Not Like Us. All right, so basically, long story short, I something I don't know what's going on here, ad or something popped up. But anyway, the beats. Do you know about this, right? I want to say it's the beats of the song.
Yeah.
Is in
the American Heart Association basically puts it out that different songs, if you're like saying it in your head or out loud or whatever, the rhythm of the song or the beats of the song goes along with the timing of the compressions needed to give CPR, so, or hand compressions. So like I say, the last one that I knew about was Staying Alive. There may be some since then, but that was the most popular one. So now Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us has been added to that list.
Yes, this is in a Wednesday social media post. The nonprofit organization said Lamar's 5-time Grammy Award-winning song Not Like Us has the right tempo for hand-only CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation with 101 beats per minute.
Yep.
Mustard on the beat, the American Heart Association wrote in the post, and it could help you save lives with hands-only CPR. If you see a teen or adult collapse, call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest to the rhythm of Not Like Us.
That's trippy. And low-key another L for Drake.
Wow. Okay.
On to the next.
On to the next, yes. Good Lord. You know what? Yeah, this L for Drakes. Okay. All right, let's get into the celebrity wing of this segment of this show. I know I just went through everything, didn't I? Anyway, sibling love shuts down family drama as Brandy and Ray J reunites on stage during the Boys Mind tour. Brandy and Ray J surprised fans by embracing on stage during her Atlanta tour stop, confirming their sibling bond is strong.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. As we know, there had been some tension between the two for quite some time now. Ray J and his shenanigans. Brandy wasn't here for all of that, so fans really love when she brought him out on stage and they reunited in an embrace on stage. So
yes, it's, the relationship between Brandy and Ray J has been a subject of intense public scrutiny for years. As Gossip reported, Ray J has often been candid about feeling like an embarrassment to the Norwood family due to his high-profile public antics and business ventures that often serves the algorithm. During an appearance on Evelyn Lozada Drop the Low podcast, Ray J stated, "I just feel like I'm an embarrassment to his family, particularly his sister." He admitted that while he loves his sister, he believes his family doesn't understand the method of his madness.
No one understands the method of his madness, but go off.
And they said their reunion proves that blood is thicker than beef.
I mean, she wrote a song for him, Best Friend, so at the end of the day, that still stands. And that's what matters. All right.
That's crazy. I was just thinking about the Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson song, Scream.
Okay. Not quite the same thing.
Cardi B, for those that don't know that she's pregnant, Cardi B is expecting a baby boy, according to boyfriend Stefan Diggs. Cardi B and boyfriend Stefan Diggs will soon be parents to a baby boy. Diggs revealed the news Monday night while accompanying designer Willie Chavera at the 2025 CFDA Fashion Awards.
All right.
Let's see what else we got here in the celebrity wing. Jacquees.
Oh man. Time for the mess.
Here's the mess. Now the men are involved. Jacquees fires back at Mario and Cam Newton. Keep my name out y'all's mouth, is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Jacquees clapped back at Mario and Cam Newton over viral podcast moment. The battle over who can really sing in R&B just turned personal, especially for the men of the genre. Although the criteria for what makes a great singer varies, the conversation still remains. Who are the best male singers of R&B? After R&B veteran Mario criticized Jacquees' vocal ability on Cam Newton's Funky Friday podcast, the Georgia-born artist snapped back on X, formerly Twitter, with a blunt message. Cam Newton and Mario, some hoes, keep my name out y'all mouth on that little podcast. I've been minding my business.
I will say that Mario and Cam Newton are not the first ones to come for Jacquees, because his self-proclaimed king of R&B thing was just not giving. It's just not. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like you say, when he self-proclaimed, it was.
And maybe some of these kids agree, but no, that's just not it.
Yeah, because like you say,
I can't name 5 Jacquees songs. I can't.
Yeah, because it's like you say, you got. I mean, honorable mentions would be like an Usher or a Chris Brown, or you still got. I mean, people that are still in the game, Keith Sweat. You know, there's a lot of artists that are still actually doing
Mario.
yeah, Mario himself. Huh? Yeah, Mario's still relevant, but he's had his issues as well. But still, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Taint.
Yeah, so you can see, yeah, especially Taint. Yeah, Babyface, especially Babyface. Babyface. Hell, he done wrote half of all these songs.
That's writing, but we're talking.
Yeah, if you gotta be the king, you gotta be in the back of the scenes and all that stuff too, you know.
That's not.
I know, but still, Babyface, you know, he still can sing too. All right, let's get into some of the really messiness of Halloween. Okay, but before I got one here. I got a story I got a Halloween story I heard today. A mom, her kids came in with their Halloween candy. So she decides to get on social media and tell her social media followers that when her kids came in with their Halloween candy, she took it from them and gave them fruit, Jello, fruit snaps, stuff like that. Well, her followers didn't like that. AI, y'all. Literally, the tablet turned on, listened to what I was talking about, and decided to bring up an AI, what do they call it? Mom swaps Halloween candy for fruit. Literally, and it brought up the whole story and started talking out loud by itself.
Trippy.
Tablet, I didn't even touch the tablet. Came up, did it. It came on. I saw it come on, and then it just popped up with the story.
That's
wow.
Trippy.
And it's exactly what it says too. I'll read it. Matter of fact, it says that pretty interesting story to hear at a Halloween store. It sounds like your mom has a unique approach to managing the Halloween sugar rush. opting for fruit snacks and jello instead of the actual candy. Would you like to hear some other parenting strategies people used around Halloween candy? Just while I'm talking, it cut on by itself and brought up that story.
Okay.
Anyway, she not only did she get dragged, she lost almost 100,000 followers.
Wow.
So they were saying, and they quoted that she was a bad mom for doing that to her kids.
Now, my thing is, I wouldn't necessarily call her a bad mom, but what I will say is, why even let the kids go trick-or-treating and, get the candy if you could have just kept them at home and gave them their fruit and fruit snacks and, whatever else at the house without, even allowing them to collect the candy and take it away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was counterproductive.
Another story I heard of over the Halloween holiday is that people were actually, because of the food shortage situation,
yes.
people were actually giving out food. Yeah, so they were giving out actual food.
There were a lot of people participating in that, which pretty cool. And what's really interesting is the kids weren't mad at it.
Mm-mm. Actually, some of the kids, some of the houses, they gave the kids an option to get the candy or get the food. And there was one story where the little girl says, "I want a potato."
Right.
So she got a potato, got home, gave it to her parents, and
she's like, "Mom, I want you to bake my potato."
She had mom to bake her potato.
And another house was giving out ramen, and she selected the ramen. So mom was like, "I guess she's going to have baked potato and ramen because that's what she wanted." And she's like, "And don't come for me because she did get a lot of candy, but she wanted her potato and her ramen."
So yeah, that was another story that we heard about the Halloween story.
But yeah, I saw a lot of people like collecting snacks and things to give out, as well as like water and Capri Sun and things like that. So pretty cool.
So yeah, these kids probably had a nice little haul for Halloween besides just getting candy.
Exactly.
All right, now let's get to the messiness. Okay, so a little while back, we went through Taylor Swift's album. I mean, as far as we talked about it, and how this was somewhat of her revenge album, and she did call out one of Travis Kelce's ex.
Well, not directly, but we knew. She didn't say her name, but
she didn't say her name, but she just
referenced very specific things about her.
So I'm just gonna say she called out one of Travis Kelce's ex, and so your girl,
Kayla Nicole.
Her name was Kayla Nicole. She contacted. Now this is just she went above and beyond. So she contacted Tony Braxton and got authorization to use Tony Braxton's likeness as well as a song.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a video, and the name of the song is He Wasn't Man Enough.
Yep.
Okay, now in the lyrics of the song, which
top tier for this situation,
it says that he was not man enough, so she had to throw him back. Okay, so she dressed up in the same outfit that Tony Braxton had in the video with a little bikini on.
And body was T.
Yes, her body was banging. Okay, and she dance steps and all and sung the song or lip synced the song or whatever you want to call it. But that was the ultimate clapback to what I can't get her name said. Taylor Swift did in offending not just her but all the other ex-girlfriends of Travis Kelce.
Right.
So she got her clapback and basically
People are saying she won Halloween
Yes.
with this one. And what I love is that she didn't go on an internet rant, nothing like that. She just let the music speak for itself because as she said, she hasn't spoken about him or the breakup in over 3 years. She referenced it one time 3 years ago and left it at that. But Miss Taylor had to go there, so yeah, that's what you get.
Yep, that's what you get. Yeah, like you said, she, even when, matter of fact, because Taylor turned her nose up to her when her and Travis started dating, because they brought up the fact that Travis only dated the sisters, and then he went with Taylor. I won't say how they described Taylor, but anyway, he started dating Taylor.
Very unseasoned, and yeah.
Well, they say she didn't have curves like a back road.
Yeah, very much ironing board.
Or is it body like a back road? So, it's probably just going to get a little bit more messy, I'm sure, because I'm sure Taylor's going to clap back.
Oh, I doubt it. She needs to sit down after this one. Sit this one out, Taylor.
She needs to stop worrying. Well, she needs to, because it's getting...
Do like Bia and Cardi B. Just,
let it go.
Take the L, let it go. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You and your Swifties. You
know what? I'm still kind of tripping on this tablet because I have to unlock it I have to unlock it. See, this AI is just, I'm telling you. I might have to put some other type of lock on it. But this is tripping me out that we are sitting here talking and it just, hell, Alexa does the same thing.
Okay, but back to celebrity news.
Okay. Well, actually, I was just trying to stall till I get to the next story. But all right. Here we go. Tracee Ellis Ross honored at Ebony Power 100 Gala as Pathbreaker. You don't know how to push out a baby to help push humanity forward. Wait a minute. What the hell? Huh? Okay, that's what it says. Ross was celebrated alongside Tiana Taylor, Shaquille O'Neal, Amon, Orlandria Carthy, and Lonnie Bunch III at Ebony Magazine's annual gala held in Los Angeles on November 4th. Let's see what we got going on here. Actually, it's talking more about the host.
Okay, well.
It says Ross reunited, but it did say Ross reunited with girlfriends, co-star Jill Marie Jones, Persia White, and Golden Brooks, who presented her with the Pathbreaker of the Year award, recognizing her longevity on screen and business savvy as founder of the Pattern Beauty. Earlier this year, I launched a solo traveling with Tracee Ellis Ross on Roku channel, and I was delighted to find how deeply it resonated with people like Pattern. Ross said in her acceptance speech, "This show was my way of filling a gap in how we see ourselves in the world. The show is an invitation to experience your life fully on your own terms and to choose yourself again and again and again. I tell you all of this to say, please do not wait for something, somewhere, or someone in order to experience all that's possible for your life. Dreams big and intentionally and work hard to make those dreams come true. And even when they don't go as you have planned or hoped or wished, or as the world had prescribed to you, choose to live joyfully. This is my life philosophy."
I love that. And I love that she's getting her flowers and that the cast had their reunion. That was awesome.
But wait, there's more. Although that's very good. But she says, I refuse to shrink myself or wait for permission to live a meaningful and adventurous life. As I've said before, and as my life has proven, you do not have to push out a baby to help push humanity forward. You don't have to be a partner in order to have a fulfilling life. I cultivate pleasure and delight at the same time that I'm staying open for someone's dusty son. She joked. I'm just kidding about the dusty. I've done enough dust. I've open and I'm available for my life and my partner and other blessings that might lead me on the path. So Ebony, if by path breaker you mean me joining the ever-expanding forest of Black women owning our legacy and being of service to our community with the things that we make, then I accept this with great humility on behalf of all of us. And just so you know, I'm just getting started.
All right. So congratulations to her. And again, it was awesome seeing the cast reunite. And also, as an honorable mention, Juan LaRosa of the Breakfast Club was also honored as Media Maven. So wanted to give her a shout out as well.
I must apologize to you, Nikki. I didn't see what you saw, and you are correct. This is a Black Excellent moment. So you have that live on the air. I apologize and acknowledge your vision and direction.
All right. Well, thank you.
Oh, there was more, but we'll save that for maybe another rendition. But she had more to say. But I think when these actresses and actors do give back, and then they also give life experiences to let us know that say, hey, we're out here living just like you are, and we're going after our dreams, so you should go after yours. And sometimes you have to hear those words, because a lot of times we get still into the day-to-day, and we don't take time to unwind. So we're hoping everyone's out there is taking the time to unwind and find their passion and whatnot. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next. Let's see what's going on next in the little world here. Actually, this next little thing here, this is something I just wanted to bring up, let y'all know. The U.S. retailers left shortchanged as penny production ends. Now, Nikki, my question to you: can you imagine a world without pennies?
We never had to think about that before, so yeah, this should be interesting.
I'm gonna say a PSA right now for those that have pennies and you got your piggy bank and everything. You better cash them in, or you're gonna be sitting on. I mean, just for the copper alone, they will take them, but you're gonna be sitting on some pennies you can't spend.
Yeah, we already cashed ours in.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I gotta cash mine in then. Yeah. I think what you and the son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The bank.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go and cash my stuff in too, because I got a couple banks sitting around here somewhere.
All right.
All right. Let's go on to the next one, since we were talking about change. How about this next story? We got a vending machine in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to love this story. If I can get the pup come up here. All right. New York City's first I'm going to start over. Too many F's. New York City first free food vending machine.
Okay.
Offer eggs and fresh produce to people in need of groceries.
That's what's up, especially with the cost of eggs. Y'all gonna just give me eggs? How can I be down?
It says, for as long as many of us have encountered vending machines on college campuses, waiting rooms, and workplace lounges, they have been a reliable place to get a chocolate bar and a bottle of soda. But between hygiene items, pregnancy tests, and even Narcan, vending machines have quickly become a tool.
Not Narcan. Okay. That's wild.
Become a tool to get essentials in the hands of people who otherwise would not have access to them. In the Bronx, New York, nonprofit Change Food for Good is getting even more creative with these vending machines. The group just installed its first free food vending machine at Kip's Bay Boy and Girls Club. According to a social media post, the machine will be stocked once to twice monthly with free quality grocery items, including eggs, fruits, vegetables, and more. Many of the items are sourced from local vendors or cooperative as well.
That's what's up. Now, I will say that it's pretty cool that, that we're getting this, but they're really taking a page out of Japan's book. Vending machines for years have been, over there. Anything you can think of, almost, they have a vending machine for it. So yeah, I guess we're finally starting to catch up somewhat.
Well, we've had some interesting pastor news over the last weeks, and so this is one for the books. Pastor turns down $1 million in church donations, urges congregation to give to SNAP recipients instead.
Okay.
As the leader of the New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, he leads weekly sermons on social justice and mutual aid, and he also one of the most prominent voices behind a boycott of Target, following the corporation's slashing of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. On Instagram, where he has nearly 1 million followers, he has been vocal in his opposition. Okay, we're going to skip that part. SNAP is a nationwide program that provides monthly financial assistance to low-income families so they can access healthy food, providing about 1 in 8 U.S. residents at an average of $187 a month for food aid. But apparently his congregation was going to donate to him $1 million. And he told them that instead of donating that money to him, they should spend the money on helping help Americans in their area to buy food and stuff to hand out to the people that are less fortunate. So,
what's
good on
his
you.
name again?
His name?
Because I don't think you.
Oh, we didn't say his name?
No, you just said the pastor.
Okay, where's Pastor, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was right. Started off. Sorry. Pastor Jamal Harris Bryant of Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
All right. It's nice to get some good news about the church. It's not all bad out there, people.
Yeah.
There's still some good in the world.
That's good. Very good. Very good.
All right.
All right, let's go on to the stories now. That's kind of one of them, but let's go on to the stories here. Missing baby father sentenced to 25 years to life in prison for murder. This is about the baby Emmanuel. Jake Harrell, the father of the missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Harrell, was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison after he pleaded guilty to the baby's murder. He was also sentenced to over 6 years in prison for the other offense to run consecutively. So he basically, for those that weren't following the story, he had another child which he abused, and somehow he convinced the judge to commute his 6-year sentence and let him out. And then,
which that judge is getting dragged right now because things could have been prevented.
Right. So they reinstated that sentence along with the 25 years. So he has to serve a minimum of 31 years before he's eligible for parole.
And quite frankly, I don't think he should be eligible, but what can I say? And just so you guys know, we did this story a couple of months ago when it first came up, so just wanted to give you all a little follow-up.
Follow-up and update. All right. On the heels of that, ex-deputy found guilty of murder in the fatal shooting of Sonia Massey. This was very sad when I heard about this story. So basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, she called the police.
Mm-hmm.
The police came to her residence as she was explaining what the situation was.
Right.
There were 2 officers in the room with her. One officer was taking a statement, and apparently he disagreed with what she was saying, because when he started treating her as the not the victim but the aggressor in this situation, and because she was talking to him and she refused to answer his question.
Well, I'm not going to say she refused to answer his question, but...
Well, let's put it this way. She answered his question with... he didn't like the answer she gave him.
Which is crazy, because all she did was rebuke him. And if you take offense to that, you have other problems.
So the body cam shows that the officer pulled out his gun and he shot her.
Claiming he was in fear for his life, of course, and that he felt threatened by her words. And also, there was a pot of water on the stove, so I guess he's trying to claim that he thought she was going to throw it at him, like water beats bullets, but I digress.
So, the verdict came in, and he was found guilty of first-degree murder.
Not first degree. Nope.
Yes, he was charged with first-degree murder. I have it right here in front of me. He was charged with first-degree murder. Oh,
that's
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I guess you were right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wait a minute. Let's back up. How do you get charged with first-degree murder, and then you say, I don't want first-degree murder. Hey, how about giving me second-degree murder? Where do you do that at? Okay, all right. I'm going to back up. But where they do that at? Only in America, huh?
When you have the complexion for the protection, but let's move on.
Good Lord.
So, yeah, he was charged and sentenced, but it's still bittersweet considering.
So he only faces up to 20 years in prison. So...
And he may not do all of that.
Yeah, because they probably going to... Yeah.
So
okay.
Anyway...
That's jacked. Okay, yeah, let's move on.
Justice for Sonia, because, quite frankly, it was not truly served.
Yeah. I hope they compensated their family, because now her kids are motherless, too. So
they didn't. So, moving on.
Yeah, these stories here. Yeah. All right. All right. I think we're. Well, no, actually, we got one more story. This one might make you. This might make you laugh here. So, Nikki, I'm gonna paint a picture.
Okay.
Since this last story got me. I need to change my mindset right quick. So we at SeaWorld, and we on a roller coaster, and a duck flies by that has no affiliation with SeaWorld, knocks me upside my head, knocks me unconscious. When I wake up, I'm gonna sue SeaWorld.
Because why not? I mean, can you sue the duck? I don't think so. So
no, the duck knocked me out and kept on going. All right, here we go. Woman sues SeaWorld after she says a duck knocked her unconscious while riding a roller coaster.
yeah, I hope the judge tells her to sit down like they need to tell Drake to sit down.
Say a woman, and she had a press conference too. Oh, let me see. Can we see the? Oh, she was crying too. She had a press conference. She was crying.
Oh my gosh.
Say a woman in Florida is suing SeaWorld after she says a duck knocked her unconscious while she was riding a roller coaster at the company theme park in Orlando. Hillary Martin, a resident of Orange County, Florida, claimed a duck flew into the path of the SeaWorld Mako roller coaster.
That roller coaster is fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Last time I rode that thing. Woo, make you want to go back to SeaWorld. I want to go back just to walk through the aquarium. Be truthful with you, see all the sharks and whatnot.
Okay, but the duck.
Yeah, well, anyway, the duck ain't going nowhere. Well, the duck gonna go. It was flying south. I don't know. Mako roller coaster while she was on the ride on March 24th, according to the lawsuit filed on Monday. Why did she wait? Wait a minute now. So did she wait 7? No, 7. Did my math right? 8 months to file a lawsuit.
She probably couldn't get a lawyer to take this stupid case. So she finally found a 2-bit ambulance chaser who said, sure.
Is that how it works?
That's how it had to work because why else?
Hey, so tell me this. Are they going to have to sequester the duck for a witness?
The duck is gone. The duck will not be testifying. Now, it is crazy that she was knocked unconscious, like the impact from a freaking duck, like that's wild, but...
Well, you know how big them ducks get now. I mean, that was my question is, if it hit her that hard, I mean, you're talking a mid-air collision, I would have thought that the duck would have sustained some type of damage or, injury as well. But, knocked out.
That's crazy.
Okay, now it said the lawsuit argues that SeaWorld failed to maintain the premise in a reasonable, safe condition by neglecting. Wait a minute, is that negligently failing to correct a dangerous situation that the park either knew or should have known about? Yeah, I don't know. So basically, she wanted them to put nets up all around the
That's not.
Yeah.
It's SeaWorld.
Yeah.
I mean, the ride wasn't faulty. She has no case.
All right. Well, if it comes up on it, we'll do a follow up if it comes back up. Let's see what the lawsuit's going on. So she just filed it. Hopefully, it comes back up in my algorithm.
Or not.
I'm interested to see what happens with that. All right. Now we're finna go into movies and TVs. I'm just laughing because that was actually reported on ABC.
Okay.
All right. Peacock to develop Taji P. Henson's drama, The Accomplice, based on a novel co-written by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Now, I know that I wanted to bring it up. I mean, congratulations. But I know 50 Cent's got all these shows and whatnot. Now, when did he have time to write a book? Or, yeah, right? It says he co-wrote a book. This man 50 Cent just doing all the things.
Mm-hmm.
The project is based on the novel of the same name written by Curtis Fitzgerald Jackson and Aaron Phillips Clarke, which was published in 2024.
All right.
Jackson will executively produce via G Unit Films and Television, while Henson will executive produce in addition to starring under her TPH Entertainment banner. UCP will produce. No writer is currently attached.
All right.
So we'll look forward to that. Hopefully it's good. All right, next on the docket on the television. This one kind of threw me for a loop, but Forrest Whitaker's daughter, True Whitaker, that's her name, embraces nepotism as she stars in HBO's I Love L.A.
And why not?
After appearing alongside her father, the legendary Forrest Whitaker, in Godfather of Harlem, True Whitaker has a big couple of years lined up. Before starring her role in the upcoming Spring Breaker sequel, she just debuted as a series regular in the HBO new comedy series I Love L.A., created by and starring Rachel Sennott. And I'm just going to skip to... It says, during the cast's recent interview with Shadow and Act, Whitaker explained, I love the fact that she, Alani, is not embarrassed or doesn't feel some type of way about her nepotism. And to me, I feel the exact same way. I'm proud of my black dad who made something of himself and is a legend, and to have that so close to me and to be able to pull from that and be so heavily inspired. I'll never be embarrassed of feeling weird about being associated with the greatness that he has created, and I'm hoping that I can be able to do that too. So yeah, she basically says that hey, she's gonna take advantage of being his daughter and represent him, and is inspired by him.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, you have Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez and even Jaden Smith, and that's just to name a few. So
well, both of the Smith kids, yeah.
Well, she didn't act. I was just going on the acting part, but yeah.
Well, she's doing the music too, so
Yeah.
he's got one doing the music and one's doing the acting.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm not mad at it. It's not like she's the first one to do it.
No, she's not, and she's not being dragged for it either. All right, Nikki, I think that's the end of stories. Let's go into food.
All right. I have a few things this week. A couple of things might escape me, but let's start with Taco Bell.
Oh my God. Okay, go on.
Apparently, there is a such thing as a Baja Blast pie.
Yes, I saw the pie. I have no words. It's a Baja Blast pie, and it reminds you of a lemon meringue pie, but Baja Blast. Go ahead, go on. Please explain.
Yeah, so apparently it's not new. They're just bringing it back, I guess, for a limited time. Also select locations and also limited quantity. So different stores are only getting a limited amount. So you have to put in for it online and hope you're able to get one if you're interested.
Yeah, I believe it's only going to be like 12 per store.
Well, that's for some locations.
Some locations, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's also a new, well, this isn't new, I don't think, but Baja Blast Chiller or Concrete. Well, it's called a Baja Blast Chiller, but it's basically like a concrete. So, think of them mixing in the Baja Blast pie into, your ice cream, and, now it's a whole thing.
Yeah, from my understanding, that one's going to be real limited because they only serve it in certain areas.
Right. But yeah, so if you're interested, go check that out. Now, one that I'm curious about, Culver's, is I guess bringing back their mac and cheese, which I did not know was a thing. We did get a chance to try the jalapeno cheese curds, and those were amazing. They need to become a full-time menu item, just saying. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one. Apparently McDonald's is bringing back the McRib again. Go figure. It always comes back. They always say it's going. It always comes back. So,
well, I won't be partaking this time.
Oh, I never partake. That was just. It's giving, like, in the 80s, whenever they would give you the rib sandwich, it was basically that, and in school. So yeah, I never. So yeah, if you're interested in some compressed giraffe meat, ball out. The McRib is back.
Wow. The compressed.
So yeah, what else do we have?
What about Subway?
Oh, Subway. I may have mentioned this one, I'm not sure, but Subway is getting in on the Thanksgiving sandwich craze. They have 3 of them. They have a turkey one, a ham one, and a turhamkin.
Yeah, they're copying Wawa.
Yeah, so Wawa, as we know, have the gobbler that comes back every year. I think even Publix has one. There's quite a few places that's got on this craze now. So Subway say, hold my beer, I got 3. So you can get your cranberry sauce and all the things on this sandwich. I won't be doing. Actually, I won't be doing it from any of them because it's just got too much going on. But a lot of people seem to love it, especially the Wawa one. So if you are a fan of Subway, go check it out.
Oh, and the cranberry sauce is extra.
Of course it is. Of course.
Okay, we also have Krispy Kreme.
Yep, they're dropping 9 new donuts. I want to say for the holidays, but
some will be.
Okay,
so I have the list here if you want me to read it.
Quick, yeah.
We got the New York cheesecake, the Oreo cookie and cream, the original glazed cake, cinnamon apple filled, original glazed cream filled donut. Now those are gonna stay around.
Okay.
The seasonal are the Biscoff cookie buttercream.
I need that.
The maple iced, the chocolate fudge brownie donut, and the original glazed pumpkin spice cake donut. So those are all seasonal.
All right. Mm-hmm. The pumpkin cake one is always a goodie. But yeah, I need that Biscoff cookie butter. And there may have been one other one that's the apple filled. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's always good. I like apple fritters too. When they have real apple in them, yeah, for real.
So
you have anything else in the food?
I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but Wendy's. Wendy's is coming out with their holiday Frosties, which is Snickerdoodle.
Yes, you got a Snickerdoodle cookie Frosty.
So one will be in chocolate and one will be in vanilla. I hear the vanilla one is, a bit more on brand. You can actually taste the cinnamon and everything a lot better. the chocolate one kind of overpowers the actual snickerdoodle. But if you're a chocolate lover, go for it. So yeah, that's the thing. And Dairy Queen has their holiday blizzards and shake come out. So they have an eggnog shake. They have, now I'm not a fan of mint, so I don't remember exactly what this one was, but they have some kind of mint blizzard. So yeah, that's one that a lot of people like. The one I'm interested in is the sugar cookie blizzard. So yeah, I gotta check that out. I hear it has not just the sugar cookie pieces, but sprinkles. So yeah, you get that nice little crunch. I'm here for it. Sonic has 3 new drinks. Well, not necessarily new drinks, but through the app, you can basically create 3 versions of Coke. Yeah, I know there was a craze where everybody was putting pickles in the drinks and stuff. So
yeah, I heard. I thought that was. I thought that might have been. I was hearing things, but yeah, so
No,
that was pickles.
That's yeah.
What the hell are you putting pickles in the Coke for?
Well, they did a thing where I think they put the pickles in the Dr. Pepper also. So yeah, that's been a craze for a while. So that's one version. They have 2 others. So
yeah, no one you put cherries in there, and
right.
but
yeah. So
wait a minute. So I wasn't hearing things when they said
no. That's
because I thought
thing.
when I heard the
Nope.
audio it said pickle in the Coke.
Yes, that's a thing. That is an actual thing that happens.
So you're gonna have your pickle Coke with your pickle witch, huh?
I won't be doing that, but go off. There are some people who are into it. Some people try it just for the sake of trying it.
Yeah, well, no, you can. Yeah, that's not what I would be trying.
But like I say, through the app, you guys, go check out these 3 new Coke variations from Sonic. Who else is there?
That's crazy.
That may be all that I have for this week. Oh no, Papa John's. Papa John's has what is it? Blondie.
Yeah, it's basically a blondie, a brownie with caramel and all that good stuff you
yes. like. And they are also coming out with the Big Papa, which is
no, it's called the Grandpapa.
The Grandpapa, my bad. I love it when you call me Big Papa. But so yeah, this one is said to be even bigger than the Shakaroni. So yeah, check that out, people. And Chili's, they are bringing back their skillet queso because they were considering discontinuing it. I'm guessing they maybe got some backlash from that, so they say, you know what, bet we'll keep it. So the skillet queso is available at Chili's, which actually sounds really good.
Hey, do you think that, was it Lizzo that dressed up like the cheese thingy?
Yeah, Lizzo dressed up as a
Halloween
Nashville hot cheese stick.
So do you think she got paid for that? Is that like an advertisement?
I'm not sure. I heard that she may have a collab with them, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, for those that haven't frequent Chili's, this was go ahead and describe the cheese, the little cheese thing here.
Okay, they actually have
mozzarella, right?
Yes, dear, it's mozzarella. But they have 2 different flavors. I want to say, because I never get the other one. I want to say one is like honey chipotle, if I'm not mistaken. But the one I usually get is the Nashville hot. And the thing that's different with Chili's is it's not your average size cheese stick. This is more like a cheese plank.
Or a patty.
Yeah. So the cheese pull is insane. And yeah, it's super good. In fact, the last time I got a triple dipper, I kind of did a thing where I split the cheese plank in half and added it on my sliders. So Yeah, that was giving.
Yeah, and we almost had the same thing at Culver's. Culver's had that same type of cheese on the burger.
Well,
but
they had the curd burgers.
Yeah, that's what they called it, but it was
the giant cheese curd on their burger patty.
Yeah, we missed that. Thank God.
So yeah, I think that might be all that I have for this week.
All right. Yeah. And now we're gonna move on to TV. Actually, we're moving on to what we've been watching and how we've been unwinding. We've been, of course, watching The Voice. That's the music show.
Yes.
Or music search artist type situation. They're in the battles right now.
I think so.
Yeah, so we've been watching that. We've been watching this new show that's being developed by Apple TV called Stick, and it stars Owen Wilson, and it's more of like a what's that? Oh, good Lord, my mind just took a blank. I know the what was it, The Water Boy? Was that the movie where he was playing where Adam Sandler?
No, I think you're thinking of Happy Gilmore.
Okay, yeah, okay. You're absolutely right. So Stick is a show starring Owen Wilson, and it is like Happy Gilmore.
I don't know if
well, it's in the vein of Happy Gilmore.
They both play golf. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then we've also been watching Brilliant Minds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because of the World Series, the episodes kind of backed up on us on all these programs. So, but we watched the Brilliant Mind. They also did. Oh my God, you just have to watch the show.
Yeah. And
it's a crazy show. It's like kind of reminds you in the veins of House, the television show that was on Fox. But yeah. They named it Brilliant Mind, and it's just this episode was crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely for one that if you, matter of fact, it's a great. They had a great Halloween episode. Yeah. It was pretty good. Matter of fact, I think we started that thing over like 3 or 4 times.
Not that many.
Yeah. Well, I started it twice, and I know you rewinded it once or twice.
Yeah, it's a good one. We've also been watching Chad Powers.
Oh man, that movie. I mean, that show is very good.
So this one kind of puts you in the mind of the Water Boy, only because he takes on the character Chad Powers. That's not who he actually is or was, and the character that he takes on put you in the mind of Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's called Chad Powers, but the star of the show is Glenn Powell. So that's pretty. That was a good play on words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's a very good watch. They're all in about. Chad Powers is I think in their 6th or 7th episode. I think they're right around 40 minutes each, so it's a very good
like
watch. Actually, in one of the episodes, Eli Manning stars, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And basically it's college football, so.
Right.
And yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, I think he used to be NFL.
No. What happened was it was a college. So basically, he was on his way to the NFL.
Okay, that's what.
And what it was a bowl game,
mm-hmm.
and he did what a lot of these athletes are doing now. He didn't cross the goal line with the ball,
mm-hmm.
and when he dropped the ball, the opposing team picked the ball up and ran it back for a touchdown. And with doing that, they lost the national championship.
Okay, that's what it was.
So it was either the team that he was on was either Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs, or something of that nature. And yeah, so basically, and then to make matters worse, he assaulted a paraplegic person in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he basically killed his reputation.
Yeah, he killed his reputation and career.
He created a new character, which is Chad Powers, and got back on the field.
Yep, he's got prosthetics, fake teeth. Wearing a wig, everything, and talking like Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, so this one's kind of funny.
Yeah, so yes, it is a delight to watch. Another way we unwind was Matlock. I don't know if you know about that one. That's the one that's starring...
The new one.
The new one, yes, the new one. Matter of fact, if you watch season 1, she gives a shout out. Yeah, I'm not the old man Matlock. And it stars Kathy Bates.
Yeah, season 2 is available now.
Right, so we're into season 2, and this is one where you should watch season 1 to understand what's going on in season 2.
Well, I think that's with any show, but yeah.
Yeah, well, some shows you can pick up.
No.
All right. Next, we've been watching. I rewatched because it's basically been released onto Peacock, and that was the Jurassic World Rebirth. And I must say, watching it the second time, matter of fact, I watched it in my VR headset, had my earbuds in there, and had that bad boy cranked up to 100, and it was a good ride watching the movie in my VR heads. Of course, 100-foot screen. It's just like I was in a Sony what do you call it? Sony Prime Theater?
Dolby
Atmos. Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to. They got another movie in there that I'm gonna rewatch. It's the Fall Guy, and it's got some added footage in there. So it'd be good to check that out. I don't have a movie because, like I say, we were watching we was in that World Series and nothing else mattered. So this week. Is Predator Badlands. I can't even talk. Predator Badlands, and from what I've seen so far with the trailers and everything, is a good movie. And this movie actually centers on the Predator, so this is going to be a very good watch. It's going to show the Predator, his family dynamic, how he's into the Badlands and everything. And they actually have a father predator, a brother that's a predator, and the father. When one of the trailers, the father says, if you got to kill your brother, you kill your brother. Only the strong survive. I'm like, whoa, what? So yeah, and this is further off into the future. So this is after the current Predator movies. If anybody watched Prey. That was the Predator movie where they went back into the past. But this movie here, with Predator's Badlands, it's far off into the future, surpassing even the recent TV show that's on FX. That TV show was about the xenomorphs, the aliens, but they said that this Predator Badlands actually supersedes that movie as well, because of the involvement of the Weyland Yutani Corporation, which is also part of the xenomorphs androids that they champion throughout all these movies. So,
all right, I
believe, unless you have something else, sweetie, I believe that is the last thing. Okay, I'll save that last part. I did have one more, but we'll save that for next time. All right. It's another techie type situation. All right. So with that being said, my name is Marcus,
and I'm Nikki.
Until next time,
keep
unwinding.